Hey guys, in some previous videos we've touched briefly on the topic of the setsume, the explanation that accompanies lots of things that we do in Japan. So in this case these guys are about to go on this climbing thing in this park. So before they do, they told, come over here for the setsume, come over here for the explanation. And they'll get given a really long, drawn out, extremely detailed explanation of what they're about to do. So we mentioned this in previous videos. One video was about signing a house contract and how there was a setsume that went for about 2.5 hours from the real estate guy before he signed the contract. Just every little detail, including details on pages that had nothing to do with us. There's tours. We had a tour that we did of a house that resembled the Totoro house. Before we did that, before we were taken on a tour, there was a setsume about what we were about to do. So it's just a really big thing. It's sort of like showing interest in the customer. So these guys are about to go on a trampoline. Okay, so there's a bunch of trampolines there. So before they do that, they're given a setsume complete with pictures. Okay, the big setsume about jumping on the trampoline. Okay, and this is really normal. Quite often you'll go to do something really simple that you might have done before or might not have done before, but it's sort of self-explanatory. And it may be something like this. Just in a lot of countries there'd just be a sign saying, you know, don't eat on the trampoline and don't jump on the trampoline if there's someone else on it, and things like that. But in Japan there's got to be a long, detailed setsume face to face and show you the pictures. Then when these guys got inside, the next staff member sat them down on the trampoline and gave them a further setsume. Some more explanation about what you're about to do on the trampoline. So it can be, if you live here for a while and you get the setsume every time you're about to do something, you get the setsume, it can be that annoying sometimes that it will actually put you off doing things, because you'll see the other people about to do something and they'll be getting a 30-minute setsume on something and you think, no, I don't think I want to do that today. 15-year-old kid explaining for 15 minutes about how to jump on a trampoline. And it's considered perfectly normal here. Everybody patiently sits there and listens. We anticipate this is going to be something that will probably be unpopular during the 2020 Olympics. When people come here for the 2020 Olympics, there'll be things like queuing that we think will drive people nuts, and we think the setsume will be another one. That before people get to do something, they'll be expected to stand in a long line and they'll be given a really long setsume. And we think it's going to drive people crazy. Yeah, so here's the other one. There's right next door to the jumping on the trampoline, there's the running around in the hamster ball, right? It's the thing floating on water that you run around. So same thing, take your shoes off first and then come over here and get given a setsume on. And it's things like you can't eat in there and you can't have anything sharp in your pockets, and just stuff that really, just a sign. In a lot of countries before you did something like this, there'd be a sign, wouldn't there, that'd say, you know, make sure you don't have anything pointy on you, and you can't eat in there, you can't smoke in there, just stuff like that, right? But here it's got to be a face-to-face explanation of the rules. We actually made a video a while ago about a hotel, and we mentioned that it wasn't terribly foreigner friendly, and a person that had stayed there said that he was given a big, quite aggressive setsume by the staff when he first checked in on the hotel's rules, and we've experienced that before too. And Japanese people aren't offended by that or annoyed by it or frustrated by it. They just accept it as being normal, that before you do anything there's a big setsume. Look how long this setsume is for running in the hamster ball. How much possible information would you need before you got on board the hamster ball? Perfectly normal. So if you come to Japan, make sure you got lots of patience when it comes time for the setsume, because it'll drive you nuts otherwise. Anyway, there it was. More videos coming soon.